friends! Welcome to Wowza Wednesday! Kenzie King here, Wowza Wednesday. That's what day it is. How is everyone doing? I feel like it's been a minute since we've talked, so hi! Good to see you. Alright, so I love sciencey experiments. Hi Sean. And today is no different. I'm going to wow you with this sciencey thing. Now, hi Marianne. This is just an ordinary piece of paper, but if you know about science, you know how to make it be something amazing. So I'm going to tell you how you can create secret messages. Because this paper looks blank, right? It's not. It's not. Okay, so I've got two ingredients that I'm using for this science experiment. We got lemon juice and we have milk. Some of you may have done this before in your younger days. But I have already created a secret message on both of these pieces of paper. One with milk and one with lemon juice. So we're going to see which one turns out better. Now I remember when I was a kid we did this with a candle to reveal the message. But I Googled it because, you know, we have to Google things. And they said to use an iron. So I'm also going to test whether an iron works better or a candle. So I'm going to start with the candle since it's just right here crackling away. This one was done with the lemon juice, so I'm just going to hold and you know, of course we don't want to set the paper on fire, so you got to move it around. My candle might be a little too wimpy, but let's see. Gotta move it around. Have any of you guys ever done anything like this? I loved experiments like this as a kid, and I still do. I mean, I love sharing these with my daughter. So this message is showing up, but I think my candle is too wimpy, so we're going to forego that. But it is showing up. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the iron. I think the problem with the candle is the flame was too low into the glass. So, okay, we're good on the, let's see. I have my camera in reverse so you can see the letters. And so everything I do is in reverse, and it's very strange. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to use the iron here. This may not be super exciting. Maybe I should think up a story to tell or something. Once upon a time, I'm going to a dinner tonight with a church group, and it's retro dinner. And so we're all supposed to wear an apron, like a retro apron. And they're going to have old-timey foods like Jell-O with carrots in it and stuff like that. Jell-O with carrots, that's kind of fun. I'm not overly impressed with the iron right now, I'm being honest. You know, maybe I'm moving too fast. Maybe my impatience is showing here. Because here it comes. You gotta be patient, I guess. So tonight I'm going to go to this dinner, and I ought to wear, you know, I have some old-timey clothes. I used to go to auctions all the time and buy old stuff and resell it. That was what I did in my younger days. And I have some old dresses I could probably wear, some old vintage dresses. That'd be fun. But anyway, so we're gonna go to this dinner, and excuse me, I'm excited to see what kind of old-timey foods there are. Like, I used to have this cookbook that was my grandma's, and there were some horrendous, gross sounding things in that recipe book. So I'm hoping they don't, serve something like that. I can handle Jell-O with carrots in it. That's fun. Let's see. You can do the same thing with urine and heat. Jeff, of course you would say that. Don't ask me how you know. Come on now. Come on now. You know all about that. This is showing up. Now this is the lemon juice, and I'm curious to see whether the lemon juice works better or the milk. Because what happens is, for the milk anyway, is the milk fat solids cook while you put the iron on it. And I know this is so exciting watching this, but that's how life goes. I think that when I was a kid we used to do this, and it was fun with the candle. All right, now hopefully it's kind of, oh, my light might be washing it out. Let me turn down the light, because I don't want to miss this message. Wowza, it's Wednesday! And you can see I misspelled Wednesday, so I had to insert the S. Whoops. I had to insert the S. Okay, let's try the milk one. So when you do this, should you choose to do this, make sure that you let the paper dry completely and have a good heat source. And the way I applied the message was with a Q-tip. One of the options said to use a Q-tip, oh my gosh, sorry, I'm drawing a blank, a toothpick, but I think it would take you a million years with a toothpick because it's so thin. But a paintbrush would work. Paintbrush would work just fine. Hey, Cousin Colt, how you doing, bud? So I'm moving this too much. I just need to let it sit. Are you guys like that? Like when you're doing something, you just want to be all over the, like, actively doing it instead of just let the dang thing sit. So like, you know, cooking with a crock pot, you know, that's not my kind of cooking because there's like no activity involved. You just plop the stuff in the pot and be done with it. That's not for me. I like to be actively involved. I'm learning throughout my life that I might be somewhat of a control freak. Hi, Natasha. And you know what? If we can admit it, that's one thing. But just denying it, that maybe isn't so great. So I have been working on my control freakedness. You can see I'm not doing so good here because I can't let the dang thing just sit. But this might turn into like a burnt shirt. So I gotta move it, you know, and you always see like in commercials and whatever, the person with the burnt shirt with the iron mark on the bottom. Cool pattern anyway. So this is working, but I think it would work a lot better with full fat milk. I use 2% milk and I think it would work a lot better with full fat. Because so far with this experiment, I'm saying that the lemon juice did better. And you can see it's not like totally dark, but you can see it if you were to be passing on a message to someone sneakily. They think they're, you know, people just think you're passing on a plain piece of paper, but no, that says Wowza, it's Wednesday. Yeah, I'm not impressed with the milk one. So this is a fun experiment. See, the milk one is hardly even showing up at all. I mean, it's on there, but not effective. Sorry, I forget it's reversed. So not effectively. So whether it has to do with the milk being not full fat, I don't know. So I'm gonna hurry and blast it with the lighter and see what happens. Without hopefully burning the piece of paper. Oh my gosh, that would be bad. But here we go. Okay, yeah, it's showing up a little bit better. I think maybe the iron might not have been hot enough. Oh. When I was a little kid, see how that turned black on the back because of the smoke? Well, when I was a little kid, my brother, I like worship my brother. Anyway, we had a wood shed where we'd have to go gather up wood. And I remember one day he went in there with a candle and he burnt his name into the ceiling with the smoke with a candle. Like this. And oh man, this weekend, and his name is still, the lighter works a lot better, okay? So I would suggest a candle if you're doing milk, and probably even with the lemon juice. I think a candle or a lighter is more effective. Yeah, it comes up way more. Or set your iron on super hot. I think that might be part of the issue. I have it on a lower setting, which I probably should have gone higher. But okay, there you go. Just reverse, see? There's the E and the D and the S. That shows it better. So try that experiment out. Let me know if you find an option that works better, whether full fat milk or something else that's a lot better. And I'm curious to know if you guys if you still use those old school cookbooks that maybe your granny had and that are just strange, outdated recipes. Isn't that funny how recipes become outdated? But they do. They do. Everyone's into different health food crazes and stuff like that. But anyway, thanks Marianne, and thanks everyone for joining on. It's always interesting to do experiments live. Sometimes I don't practice them first because I just want to be excited and surprised at the same time you guys are. So that's fun for me. So sometimes my experiments work and sometimes they don't, and that's fine. But thanks for joining me tonight, and you guys have a wonderful evening. And oh, the other one said, Wowza, it's Wednesday, and the other one said, where are you off to next? I was trying to plan a cruise with a friend, and she's like, yeah, we could probably go in January. And I'm like, January? That's nearly a year away. She says, well, I have plans for every month, travel plans for every month until January. And so I'm like, well, Guess I might be going on a cruise in January. We'll see. Anyway, guys, good night. Talk to you soon. Maybe I'll report back with some interesting food that I have at my dinner tonight. See ya.